Tansei, Ushe, Yahe, Oki, Ho. And good morning to you all. Thought I'd come on live for a little bit. I said I am a woman of my word. I try to be. I know when I'm kind of a little tired, I might not come and do a live, but I'm here. I'm here. Good morning, Tansei. The truth is in the The truth is in the inner body with the people up here. Thank you for joining me this morning. How are you? My husband said I was talking to the Satangas in my sleep, and that's very true. I was talking because I kept hearing them calling me. So, and I was trying to run towards them, but I only see ones on the sides, and I didn't know these, and they were coming towards me. So that means they're gonna have gathering together, and this is around the time they do gather, get information about their corners of the United States, who and what, and they all meet in the middle. Um, I try to call Orba, but I guess she's still out in Michigan. This morning I was trying to channel in with her, and it's too distance. So that means she is probably there. And so let me introduce myself to everybody, and then we'll um, come in. I plan to make lasagna today for my husband, and because I will not be home tomorrow, I will be watching my great grandbaby, and then she's going off to Disneyland. My granddaughter told me, so I'll be off for a whole week. Maybe I can go live for a week. We'll see how it goes. So I'm elder medicine there. I am the second oldest in the United States for the tribal company. I do help out majority of all tribals. Um, we speak amongst many things. So therefore, Elder Medicine Bear Claw, many call me Mama Bear Claw. I have gotten many messages and emails, and I'm going to be talking about a story today, and I do want to get a prayer in. So let's greet everybody here. The truth, Dansei Oki. Good morning, Michelle, sweetheart. Dansei Oki, good morning. How are you? And Robin, dear sister, good morning, many blessings. Okay, let's talk about things that are out there. If there's going to be a meeting between me and Asabi, is it true they will know the right time? Yes. Sabi's, this is what I'm gonna be talking about, because I know when they need my help, they are just like us. They know how to heal them. They know how to make medicine, and they also can go to another plant and help if it's really necessary. Now, many of us humans are afraid and scared. But if you have been taking care of a Satanga, more than 10 years, then majority you have a connection with them. They will try to speak with you. Unmarked. I've got 4 red dots on me, and those are from my clan, and I've had them since I was a little girl. And yes, they can follow you, but you can tell them if I know that they follow you to your home. And when you are marked, then you get very attached and emotional state of your body lets you know they are close. They give you the feeling, the sensation of right straight to the face that they there. Blazer, Forest, Sanse, good morning and greetings. Thank you for joining. Montana, beautiful there. I've been there. I got gifted a white young cat with blue eyes. Oh, beautiful. Wow, that is awesome. Now, and you know what? If anyone wants to come in, they're more welcome. They don't have to show their face if they don't want to. Tell a story if you want. The link is right there. But what I do, um, my notes, I wrote them down right here. Um, Now, October is a special to me. It's not just the month I was born in, but many of my grandchildren were born in the same month, and my sister. Um, you know how sometimes we all say I'm not sure what Bigfoots are? And my sister used to say that. And she says, why they chose you, not me. I can't see them. I don't understand them. But her was in another way too. Oh, same month. Beautiful. Mine's the 28th. Um, my friend Joy was the 25th. My sister is the 22nd. My brother-in-law is the 30th. And my grandson is today. That one is in the Marines, that is in Fuji Island right now. My other granddaughter is the 5th, which just passed. And the 12th is another granddaughter. So 27th. Wow. We're right next to each other. You're just a day ahead of me. Brother JP, hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás tu familia, tus niñas, niños? Anse, Lisa, much blessings, sweetheart, much blessings. Well, let me start with the emails and the messages, and then I'll go in with the story that I wanted to tell you about the Sapangas. And that has to do when you go out in the woods. Okay. That one I won't speak of. I'm trying to keep this more positive now. Okay. One is for Lisa Lynn. She is from Oklahoma. She says, "Greetings there, Ramona. I hear that many people call you Elder Medicine Bear." No, honey, that is my name. I do have a title. My government name is Ramona. I don't, if you are outside, which you are, but I prefer to be called Elder Bear Claw or Mama Bear Claw. Ramona, I love my name. I'm named after my mother. But Bear Claw is fine, or Mama Bear Claw. It's just from my perspective. That's all I'm saying. And we will also be talking about the UFOs too, because I have a question. There was a question here. You're true. That's true. You're true there. You're right. Okay. Lisa Lynn from Oklahoma says, "Don't say greetings." I'm not sure if I spelled it right, but she says, "How can we tell if they are great ones out there, or are they all aggressive?" I've been told here in Oklahoma we have plenty like rakes. You say, but I say it's she wrote it down. When I saw that and I'm writing it down, I didn't write it, I just highlight. Yes, that's it. And then put tree. I'm not understanding some of your videos how you spoke of about this creature. I am very fascinated with this. Oh my goodness. Well then, study. You really want to know. I'll say this. My godmother and my auntie, Mama Rainfeather, she was killed by it. Because we indigenous natives trying to seek every creature out there that is cryptid or any other entities. We want to learn more because our ancestors, our elders before us, have spoken that you can be taken. So she says, I am 29 years old. I have no children, but that's okay. I've had plenty of men come in my life, come out of my life, and I have plenty of females come into my life. Okay. I don't know why she wants to tell me that part. So therefore, I can say that I have tried looking for this creature, the it. Can you explain to me more about that? Okay, that would be, in many states, there is the it in there. Dansei, baby girl, how are you, Gigi? The it is very dangerous. It is dangerous for us, for you all, humans, people. Um, if you whistle at night, and a lot of different tribes, they whistle and they want to test it. And then when their parents or an elder listens, they tell them, do not do that. You're welcoming something to our home that is not welcome. So when they do that, again, you're allowing them to come in. And believe me, the children is what they like. If there's an older or an elderly woman, elderly man, they look for them so they can take them up. And the more they do, the more stronger they can become. And what they'll do is they'll suck your spirit, your soul out of you. And you'll be just laying there or sitting there, however, with no response. And that will continue on. And then when, say, the parents are home finally and haven't realized what they took already, and you guys are like closing things out, you're going to hear scratches, you're going to hear knocks. Let me in. You forgot me. Let me in. And it could be that person that you already took. You don't want that in you. There's things that you need to do. Get yourself prepared to protect your homes, the windows. We put up sweetgrass. We do a remedy that we know of to protect our home. I have put in river water around our whole place here. And I also had put in something else. It's a protection that indigenous do to protect our area. I smudge our home inside and out. Our office, which is right here by the door, where you always hear my husband speaking. And it's important that we do not invite this person. But if you're interested in knowing who or why, then people say Google tells things. Not always. It takes you to a site, to another site, to another site. Now, if you go to a library or even look in the library online and see if there is about the it that look under Native American. So that way, because there have been some published books that we have made, and this is how some of our ledgers have made it to some libraries. Not everything you're going to believe. It will speak some truth, but it's also a myth to that person. Because I do know there is like 35 books that I know from one of our beautiful, be careful, Gigi, please. So, oh, Sparky's not here, honey. I think he's busy. So, for Lisa Lynn, I will say this. You would have to really concentrate on, hold on, please. Council is watching. There's 4. They put it in the community center, so it's up on the screen, and they're watching me now. One of the ladies is doing it. I'm asking if they would like to join, and I always like to, but they don't speak English. They speak our dialogue. They say they'll watch. Mama Bear, I'm hoping the heavy energy has lifted you today. Some, I believe it has to do because I believe because, like I said in the beginning, a lot of Satangas were calling me. My husband said you were speaking, I don't know what language, but it didn't sound like it. So he said that I sat up and I started talking to this one and talking to that one. And I'm going to talk about this after I answer some emails. So, Lisa Lynn, when you want to know more about the it or the rake, there is stories in the library. Many people have wrote books by hearing elders speak. Again, I'm going to frequently say my name, who I am, and during my whole life, someone told me, I'll read to you. So that was for Lisa Lynn. Now this one is for Toby. Toby says, okay, I'm from Black Res too. Haven't been there since I was 10. Here I am 44 years old. I've been watching you. My mother speaks of you, saying that she knows you from the bareback racing. Yes, bareback racing. This is what the most they do. You work on your upper body. I was just telling this to a very special baby girl to me. When you're doing horse racing, and it was supposed to be only for men, but we fought and fought so we can allow the next generation of women stand up to ride bareback, just like everybody. And they've been doing it for the past, I think, 10 years now. And I was one of them. And my husband says, go like this because I want my friend to see. And I'm like, what do you mean? Do like the Hulk. Boom. As Joe would say. He goes, oh, you got the big guns. And his friend came up and he says, they're darn. He goes, Tony, put yours up. And he goes like this. And he goes, he's got bigger biceps than you. They were teasing my husband. So there you go, Dobie. um, anyway, my mom was saying that you guys did bareback racing. That is awesome to know that my mom has a relative. You say relatives, but I'm not understanding. Are we blood relatives or are we relatives through the community of our tribe? We are relatives through our tribal. Uh, I believe your mom is named Sandy Wolf. And because your last name's different. But yes, Toby, I do know who you are speaking about. Welcome, Jason. Welcome. Greetings. Many blessings. Thank you. I am getting better. Thank you for asking. I found a broken walking stick by my gifting area, and it is broken. I don't know why I should just do that. I don't know if my clan left it to be fixed or as a gift, so I brought those pieces back home. Either way, Robin, either way, you can um, fix it and return it. But I think it's a gift. From what I'm picking up, I think it is a gift. So if you fix it together again, walk. Let me get you. I'm going to show you mine. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh. Okay. This one, you'll see how it has markings. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 8 more down here at 16. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 7 times 8 is 56, correct? Don't say Maddie and Bob. And this one has a compass. This one was given to me. And this one has the eagle on it, the drawing of the eagle. And it's to seek, give me the eyes to see above and a ways from the east, north, south, west. Had this one for a very, very long time. Now this one is my journey. I did have 20 feathers. I have one left. This here, these are all symbols of a medicine woman. And then, you know, the bottom. You cannot break it. I promise you. I had left this outside and I noticed that there were some new markings on it. And this here, these dents here. I don't know if you can see them. Right here. That is from Orba. These little dents in them from her is because she's gone with me on every journey. Her and Pine. Those are my 2 females. Sonora is Pine. Border and at my res, Blackfeet res, is Orba. Orba is originally from the Blackfeet. She likes it because she has family here on the border. She comes and she stays closer to me now. She has been. They're very important to me. When I get many visions of them being sick, I'm also knowing they will try to contact me. Many people don't understand. It's just like having, if you get a vision or they say your state of mind is like when you're daydreaming. Sometimes they are what spirits are trying to connect with you. Or if you are that strong in that bond with the Sabis, the Satangas, you have that bond with them like that. That's how they connect with you. Now, like I said, if you've had your clan with you for more than 10 years and you communicated with them, then you have a deep connection. Many times they don't understand why. Don't say Jess. Welcome, welcome, Mike. Abnormal investigation in Oklahoma. Greetings. But yes, when I know that I'll see other humans when they have daydreams, and it's like they said they felt their mom was sick and you call them. It's the same thing. It is the same thing. So if you are connected with them, yes, many tribals are different. But if you understand what is in your area, allow them to speak with you. But again, there is not many that do understand them because it takes patience and trust. So if you feel that you want to have a connection, you have to make your mind and your heart at the same pace. Stay calm. Now, go back to the email. Again, if anyone wants to come and join, you're more welcome. Um, you can tell me about a story about yourself, or if you have a question I'm not able to answer, or because I'm just reading the emails and texts, messages I have received, and then I'm going to go into a story about the sabis, satangas, and the other creatures, and what are the spirits, and why the UFOs, which are star people. Um, the other one is from Bernice. She says, Usqa in Australia. I'm Cherokee. Blessings to you, Mama. I have learned much more from you as you were in the beginning of your videos years ago. You have spoken many different tongues, I noticed, and I am very grateful to hear them. As my mother has passed, I'm getting to the question. Let me tell you a little bit about me. As I passed, my mother has passed. She has told me there are great ones out there, not to give up. So my question is, does the evil people or evil creatures bring more of us humans out, or the tribal? We got kicked out of the res due to my brother. He was an alcoholic, and I tried to ask to allow us to come back in because my mother wanted to be buried there, but they told us no. Okay, I am sorry that the tribal, many councils in the community, when they have come together, they have to have a vote. And if you are shunned from the tribe, or you vote, in other words, asked to move out of the rooms, which is very hard, you shouldn't have left. You should have stand and face them and tell them, we are family, no matter what conditions it is. This, we are part of this land. This is my home. Because then you're allowing them to take over. No matter what relative or council, you have a right, and you're in that tribe. Now, I have helped many fought to get their stay at their home because that's their home. But the thing is, I feel that many did not explain properly to you. So what I will do, if you still have your mother's ashes, keep them, and I will continue to email you, and I'll draw up some papers and see what we can do. I'll try to help you. Okay, Bernice, it's I don't think they gave you the proper. I will help you. If I can't guarantee we will get in, but I think it is necessary to have other relatives, because if your mother's been there all her life, then because of one family member does wrong, it can ruin it for the whole family. That is true. But they should not shun her. out your mother. She's a different individual. And if she stayed in that community, even Blackfeet, Cherokee, Apache, or even like from Mexico, that's a different indigenous, but they are indigenous natives too. That's their side. It's like my husband, the Mexican side. It's all different tribals, like I said. They have their own community laws. Now, we have one tribal government that all tribal has to obey by their laws. But I can try to help you with what it is, because many times it's necessary. So, Pansay Sparky, how are you, my son? It is important that you still stay connected and don't allow them to go. So, again, if anybody wants to come on, they're more welcome to come on. All right, let me go to the next one. Hi, Mama Bear Claw. I am from the UK. I watched you. I'm subscribed for you. Oh, subscribe. There it is. I am Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Many call me Mama Bear Claw. Yes, my government name is Ramona, but preferably I like to be called Mama Bear Claw or Elder Bear Claw. Therefore, let me go ahead and answer. I am from the UK. You have taught about some medicine in your videos in the past. I was so joyed of hearing how you can do this. Understanding, can you mail out for protection bags to the UK? Yes, I can. I just have to do a different nut. It's international or mail expressway. So yes, I can do a protection medicine bag. And if you further want to continue, I will email you back. These emails I had are from 3 days ago. He says that I noticed that many times you're on and you look so Pocahontas. Well, thank you. They say I look like my mother, almost like a twin to her, and Mama grandfather. So now, okay, there. That is it. Now, does anyone in the let's welcome my other son, Sparky. Good morning, darling. How are you?
Morning.
I have a question. I have to answer it. It's the elders. They're watching. Let me give me. See, I knew it. Here we go. You know, I should have told you. Ok, mira con no oh, it's spelled G I T. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining. How is everyone? How is the family? And how are your opposite family?
Me? Wonderful. And The kids are doing good. They got all the name changes and all that stuff done. Wife's doing good. My son, he works at the park service, and he now thinks he's going to be able to go through it all winter with them. So good news all around, really.
Okay. Did any package come in? Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
sometimes it takes an extra day or two. I sent one out for a Halloween exchange thing. It was supposed to be there Monday. It is still showing. It's sent out. So
Yeah. Here's my list.
oh, jeez.
So I write down the name who didn't receive it. I'm like, ah. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the Sabis, Bigfoots, Bungas, because people wanted to know. And I was showing them my stick, my medicine stick that when I was awarded when I was young, and how I have markings from Orba. So
That is so cool.
yes, um, like I was saying, my husband had said that I was sitting up and I was talking in my language, but he said it sounded like a different dialogue. Now, mind you, everyone, I do speak 9 different ones, and not just Spanish and English or sign language. So I kept. My husband says it's a dream, and I tell these revisions because they were coming in different spots. They were calling me. Now these were all different. There was a rusted brown with black patch. Then I got them all black with the black eyes. Those can be very aggressive. Now I kept seeing them coming, and then me being in the middle, they're like calling me. Usually, when I get a lot of visions of them calling me, if it's more than 4, which there was, that means togetherness. They're going to meet from all 4 of the United States. That means they're coming together to compare and what changes is going to be coming. Now, yes, some are giving birth and some are mating. Some are going to be, every time I have this, it's either 4 or I'll get 3 coming to me. This time I have 5. So this means change is coming. They're going to be moving into different states, or it could be more than just 2 in your state. So what they're also doing too, and that means that there's different entities and star people are starting to come. Now, in that vision I saw a star person, star people, star person, trying to communicate with the Satanga. Say, kept putting, and I saw the hand. It's not like our hand. It only had 3 fingers that I saw, and over the heart. I'm thinking it's trying to communicate in a respectful way, but the Satanya didn't want to. So I have to sit down and ask them what is going on, because I feel that they might try. There has been a lot more sightings of the star people. And I think the humans are getting worried. Now, to have other if the star person has been living on Mother Earth and studying the humans and studying the Satangas, that can be a problem.
Yeah.
They're saying, and Orba has told me this many times, they're saying that they are not want to take over, but they are interested in learning our ways. Now I'm talking not just the indigenous native ways, but all human ways. I had asked Orba many times, are the star people the same and have different tribes? She says there are some that are nice and there are some that you do not want to have contact with. And I truly believe that.
I've heard that too.
And I do have a relative that is very infatuated with the UFOs, the star people. But he's also said that he has tried to connect with them, and they're different ones. He says even their skin tone is different. And I believe that too, because I've seen them in a different color in certain states. He is more into that, and that goes into our leisure also. Now, people say, why is a protection bag necessary? Again, indigenous natives have been making protection medicine back in the early 1600s. And that was one because he had been studying with his past elders, and his ledgers that he keeps for himself has spoken how they are. If you look in our mountains all over the world, there are symbols. Now, communication with them, that's how fungus leave communication. Now that's how they're trying to communicate with humans. I feel that there are some that don't want the star people here on Mother Earth. We have to remember every step we take, the Satangas are the guardians of Mother Earth. As I told those who I would teach, and I'm teaching you all out here, it's the same thing little by little to help those. I have to obey my laws because I can get shunned, I can be discarded, and then I'll be a regular human. I respect my tribal. I won't want to lose my license because I help every tribal, even the non-relative, like myself. Yes, I have a license. It's a tribal. I have another license that says attorney for tribal. So I don't want to lose those because they can take those. Just as well as the Americans take your guys' license for what, DUI or suspension or something like that, correct? It's the same thing. But it's more sacred from us. And a lot of relatives have been, they've taken their card. Like, can we come out on the res? Who are you visiting? Or, I mean, questions get asked. And they'll look, your picture will be faced upon the all, and what they'll do is, nope, nope, here you are, you're flagged. No, your own people can turn on you because it's been wrong. You don't want to do that. Now, on my res, we have a beautiful red chief rock, and we honor him with the land of the Savis, Satangas, and they go to the caves up there. Now, the caves that go lead underground, we have to be careful because those were the Wendigo and the it will come out. They say right now there's a lot of shifting going on. Middle East to going towards Far East. So it's like half of the United States and half of the other United States. There is a change, and many have told me already, other elders and council members. We've had Zoom meetings on odd hours because this is where we have to listen, because in each state there is always some kind of bad entity that comes from bad spirits, bad orbs, whatever you can think of. There are good, and I believe that. But a good one can also turn bad. The thing is, when they do that, they are taking control. Half of the time when investigators go out in the woods or the forest, mountains, and they want to know, why is this X here? Or is that a square or a triangle on the ground? Communications. These are communications that need to be spoke of. Many humans are not understanding, oh wait, what is this? Is this a message? Yes. Now you got to feel for it. If it's a message, who is it from? Can a evil one put it there? Can it confuse you? Yes. Now, do you ever see a Satanga or a Sabi that tries to get connected to you when you are out investigating an area and you're not protected, but you are, from our Creator, the Father, Jesus Christ, or whatever religion you pray to? Yes, this is true. If you are close to their den or to the nesting area, you will get zapped. You say, oh wait, I'm getting a headache. Wait, where am I? Did I get moved? Yes, you were zapped. Many times they will do that because either you're too close to a juvenile, their nesting area, their den, or they just don't want you in that area. You can even say there is 4 of you, but 2 are over here and 2 are like maybe 50 yards away, but you can see them. Now, 1 is over here 10 yards from me, and you were going this way, but you see your partner over there, and you're getting closer, and then you're like, wait, right away you're going to feel very confused. Your partner's looking at you, trying to radio you, and you're not. Your radio's not going. That is because it blocked you. And then that means they're going to redirect you. And then somehow you are closer by your partner, and you don't know how you get there.
Would you say before they zap you, they always try to give you some kind of turnaround, like little pebbles getting thrown, noises?
Yes. They do give you that leeway to get your mind settled to go that way. But if it doesn't, and you keep pushing, then that's where you're going to get zapped. And speaking of zap, and I understand there's a lot of channels that don't believe in the protection, and that's okay. Like I said earlier, it's fine, because you know that I believe in Jesus Christ. That's the creator. And I speak the same things, no different. It's just in a different way because I'm indigenous, and we all do that too. Now, I am going to show something because my son has showed me that something I forgot to do. And I usually do. But I'm human, and I'm trying to do so many things. Even the council was like, oh, I forgot to say it too. Now, when you get zapped, or if your friend is zapped, bear root. If you know where to buy it, not buy it, where you can get it fresh from the forest, the woods, the mountains, I will love you to get as much as you can, but you better put down either tree seeds and tobacco.
Give back.
Because what you take from Mother Earth, you got to give back. And you got to say thank you. But if you see your friend confused and stuff, allow that person to take a bite. Not no big bite, a little bit.
Just a nibble.
Just a nibble. Then after that, because it will start dissolving in your mouth, take a drink of water, and you can go on. You can eat a hard candy afterwards if you want. But for those who have gotten that me, I say not to open because you're not supposed to. It's very sacred. This protection bag is very sacred. It's all from Mother Earth, believe me. But this is how all indigenous natives do if you are a medicine person for our tribal, for our community, for our relatives, our family. Unloosen it where I have it tied. Bring up the front like this. Bring it over. Again, you pull just enough to bring it up like that. And then up like this. And there. It will stay flat together. But as it is, see, mine is so old. Don't do it no more. And you don't have as the ruffles by you pulling back like this, having it. Yes, that is true. And I have forgot to do on some of them because I was so praying on the protection for that person that needed for something else, not just for the cryptid or entities or the star people. These bags are very sacred for Navajo, Cherokee, Blackfoot, Ekasu, Inistahene, and all tribals. So if you want me to say them all, then you got to get a list because there's about 500. And then when you wear it, the ruffles are not really out. So again, thank you, Sparky, my son, for reminding me but I started again when I was actually making a protection bag for another person in Oklahoma, and he was like, I watched this video. This guy was showing it. I already did it. He says, okay. He goes, I sent, this is, I always send a little bag of the tobacco. This is fresh tobacco. This tobacco is from Canada. The other bag that I have is from back home where they carry it. And my son had found some stones up in Arizona. And he says these stones kind of look like turquoise, but they're blue. So they call them Bisbee blue turquoise.
Very cool. Yeah, those are pretty.
They do have different like markings on them. So when he sent them to me, I went ahead and made a bracelet out of it.
That's pretty.
I took it outside in my backyard and I put it down. I made a little hole, put it down, and I prayed over and asked Mother Earth, I'm going to leave it here for you to pray it for me to protect me. I took it out 2 days later. I smudged it, cleaned out the dirt. And my husband says, is that what I smell? It smells like earth. And it's not where you can put oils on. It smells like it still does. I have made 4 of them. I was using the solder, and I save all the how do you say it is the shaving is on a plate because I'm gonna try and use all the shavings from me carving it down into stone. I want to save that and mix it with some herbs, which will be in the protection bag.
Yeah. Cool.
So, okay. Well, let me introduce myself again. I am Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Many do call me Mama Bear Claw. I prefer you do call me Mama Bear Claw or Elder Bear Claw. My government name is Ramona, but I do really answer to that. So thank you all for joining me. And let me see. Elder, I have many blessings, Mike. Thank you for joining. I wear my bag so much that it is getting very deep blue color now. That's the protection of it. So you will see markings on it if anything try to get on you. Don't say Roger. I apologize. I did not see you in here.
You get markings like that.
Yeah.
Like that, like in that side where something just went straight through it. Or tried to.
Okay. Robin says, I know in Ohio right now there is a lot of shifting in the Angelos. We are also in a severe drought, so I have a feeling my clan will be moving. Your clan will be still close, it's not moving far. And yes, like I said, Orba had told me, and my other clan had told me, even when I was in Oregon, those couple days, um, I still can't believe what has happened. And I understand that men and women want to carry a firearm on them for safety. But you also have to remember they can get to you before you even try to pull it. This is the thing. I carry a machete, and then on my right, I carry a small, like, I think it's a 15-inch blade. I would just ship. Oh, I put it back in. I have a box where when I go out, I keep it there for safety because I do get my grandbabies here, and I don't want them opening up everything, leaving it out here. Even my sticks, I have one in one corner and the other in my bedroom corner because it connects protection, and it is important.
And
Let's see what else.
for please, if you decide you're going to carry a firearm, get training, keep up the training, like get like a real class so you're safe with it. Because you don't want to just carry it because you think it's going to work and have a high tense situation and shoot yourself in the foot.
Yes, you. It's important that you. I mean, if you have to go to a farm, a facility to train on your gun, I believe you still have to, fire it. And yes, it is necessary to go to a facility. I mean, if you live in a ranch, you can put cans out and things like that. But also remember the behind,
Yeah,
because even
nowadays there's a lot of companies that actually do the training, especially how to carry it and carry it safely, how to
yes,
draw it safely. Uh, there's a lot that goes into it, not just like planking cans. So that's why I say is like go to somebody who's legit, somebody who trains people for a living, get that training, so that way you don't hurt yourself. Number one, and like you said, number two, you shouldn't be carrying it for Bigfoot. You should be carrying it for like if you have wolves, cougars, bears, if you have other crazy humans up there, stuff like that.
yes. Now, getting back to the vision, I do know that when I get them, they're also alerting me to, and what I do is, and to this day, and I've been doing it for over 30 years, my husband says, I don't understand you, why you like to be barefoot out in the cornfield. I go there and I'm burning sage. Now I had made some lavender sage sticks. I had sent about 100 to um, Richie and Wojo so they can smudge the sticks. I'm still in the process of trying to make more. I have them in a plastic bin, and the stick, what do you call them when you put shish kebabs on? Shish kebab sticks. That's what I use. And I had put the bear fat on it, and I roll it and roll it and roll it and roll it and roll it. And this is why my hands are hurting me so bad. Because I'm doing like one or two. I want to make sure it's fine and it's sticking, and then I have to place it. My husband, he broke like 40 already. He goes, I'm sorry. I didn't know you're headed on the table to dry. And I'm like, well, I don't have a
Oh
machine.
no.
I don't want a machine. I do everything by hand. And yes, I pray off everything. And he's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's okay. It's all right. It's just an instance. He goes, no, you work hard, and I know you're trying to send to certain people, so when they are out there, they don't have to use a whole smudge stick. Because I was thinking, this is what I do when I'm out there. And if I really want them to use the big stick up, then that they have to try to get it out, turn it off. So I said, maybe I'll start doing that again. And it was a big hit for all of us because we would, I blessed the crew and everything. And I said, here's 5 for you and 5 for you. And then, hand out a couple more. And then when you start going in more and you always feel something before you step into the doorway or a little bit after the doorway. Then that's where I like. And I do my prayers before, and then I still have it burning. Because it's just a respect for Mother Earth and some of her creatures. They see that. Now, if you hear Sangha ever say, I smell sage, that's because Mama Ray Feather and I always did that in our walking. We let it go out, and as the ashes, we try to catch the ashes in one hand and then dig a little hole, put it in there, put the stick, cover it up, and then we'll keep on walking. And this is what I have done for over 51 years, maybe, maybe 52. I know it's over 50. And I have been doing tracking. That was my thing to learn. If I want to become a medicine woman, that was my field, and I said, I want to be a man. I want to help I want to help the American people. And they all looked at me, and that's nice, but you can't give out our secrets because they're sacred. And I said, I know. But I also said when I was getting older that, the other humans need to understand at least something, because there might be mixed with a different tribe. You don't know. And they will tell me, well, you'll learn at the time comes. Okay. But I was watching as my elders were talking to other humans and saying, you can't do this. Your family is not this. But when my mom met a gentleman, and he was part Cherokee and Apache, his mother was Apache, the father was Cherokee and white. So he goes, well, I believe I'm a native. I said, yeah, you got it in your blood, but do you study it? Do you
Live it.
understand the living of it? He said, no, but we live in the mountain. Isn't that the same thing? No, it's not the same thing. But he told me, he goes, well, can you teach us? Jamal. His name is Jamal. He said Jamal Mountain, that's his name, and he's an elder. He's 94 years old. He told her to tell me, speak tongues but not out of tongue. Do you understand that?
Speak tongue without the tongue?
Speak tongue without your tongue. Ears ringing. Speak wisdom, but not share the importance of our tongue.
Oh, okay, I got you. I got you.
That's his way of saying it. I'm getting
Yeah, that's
scolded.
true. I mean, you can learn slowly because it takes a long time to learn. Like you've talked about
Yes.
so much, and I have to. Is like knowledge comes slowly. But yeah, there's certain things that you just can't.
Don't say boundary. Bounty hunter bear. Oh goodness, don't hurt my bears. Every time when it is hunting season, the family goes, "Do you want bear fat?" And I said, "Oh, you're gonna kill me." And they laugh. But I get the bear fat, and when they send it to me in jars, and I open one, and right away I get it like a spoon, and I eat it. My husband says, "Why do you do that? That's like oil." And I says, "No, it's a bear fat. It's actually a vitamin too." So, yes. Sorry, I had a phone call. Oh, no worries, sweetheart. Let's see. Have to go help out my parents who I live with. Okay. Well, thank you, Jason, for your joining and enjoy. Oh, absolutely not. I don't hurt animals and bears. Well, that's good. I mean, I understand it's food for us, and it's also sacred for us too. Just like elk, moose, buffalo, we 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 kill to eat, but we share with the whole family, the whole tribe, the whole community. We do like the Satangas, the Sabis. Um, it's it's about this much, and it's about that thick, about 2 inches thick, about size of a 5 by 7, but 2 inch. That should feed one household. And yes, many people are used to having bigger portions, but you don't have more than what you should have. There's enough to make a stew, dried jerky, tacos, um, like a goulash. Someone I got an email with that. Can you make goulash out of elk meat? Yeah, you can. Bear meat too. Deer meat too. Then he had asked me, well, how about humans? I said, I don't want to be part of that.
Yeah, don't answer that question.
No, thank you.
But that's always been the cool part about native culture when it comes to hunting and other older tribal type cultures is when they took an animal, they used it all. You know, like when Richie had that vertebrae in the tree, and I told him I was like, back in the day, is that they would use that for decoration. They would use that for sacred spaces because they use everything, which I
Medicine,
thought was cool.
also for medicine.
Yes, yes.
Um, Jason says, what happened? Oh, there it goes. I will thank brother and thank you again, Mama Bear Claw, for letting me in the chat and watch the show. Anytime. You're more welcome to join. You can email me on Messenger or my email. Um, if you have a story you want me to say, or you can come on and join. I am not here to downgrade no one. I am here to give you, honestly, the pleasure to share. And I do not discriminate. I do not do racial. I am an honest person, and I would tell you I don't think so. But if that's what you do, then I have to say, okay, then that is you. I've never been a person to downgrade anyone, but I will say I don't like the wild tongue. I respect all. I have a bear claw. My bag has two left. No. Yeah, I have two, and I have three more over here. I gave one to some guy and made him a necklace out of the bear that I had killed years ago. I still have her skin, so. And my husband says, "Why don't you make something?" I said, "No, I probably this month I will probably grab it and hold it. I always do on my birthday, and I cry over it. I ask for forgiveness. To this day, I still do that. I have it in a tote, and I have it wrapped with another leather, and it has sweetgrass, which is what we smudge with too, and it's been there. I always take out once it gets yellow. I always put a fresh one in, and I usually do that about every 9 months. So I have a routine that I do. Okay, Danielle, dear, many blessings. I know that there are many people don't understand what a sabi, satanga, Bigfoot. Do they get along with the star people, which is the UFOs? I will say no, but I can say that they're trying to communicate. It's in every state. And I would say the states that are really, really popular right now with the star people is PA, Ohio, Virginia. Is that the one next to Ohio and PA, or Kentucky?
I think it's Kentucky.
I think it's Kentucky.
Yeah.
So for some reason, I always have picked up from PA that they live in different areas. I know there is a lot that come and go, and many people are like trying to understand when people are doing an investigation, like how come there's always planes or helicopters and trains going by? Because your area is so popular with many entities that they have a train just to go by, and that train has to be either some government personnel is in there, or they're flying over because they're getting a lot of activity. Now you got to remember too, you have to look in the woods. Does that tree really look like a tree? Because they plant things or they post things there where there's cameras that go like 360, you know. And this is why sometimes they know, and then all of a sudden here comes a helicopter. Then it leaves, but if you notice, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, here it comes again. So I still believe that there is something in the woods that triggers. What do you think, Sparky?
Well, I know I'm not sure about Idaho. Uh, they don't have a lot of that kind of stuff out there, but I know in Washington, you go to certain places, they do have 360 cameras. They have their sensors they bury in the ground, and so when any animal walks by it, they can basically monitor that comes up on a map, and then how hard it hits, they can tell the weight of the animal. I know they used a lot of that kind of stuff for tracking animals. They also use that a lot over where the big guys are. So, yeah.
They know, and you're right. They're sensors. There's many sensors everywhere. It's just like my husband said. He says, "Oh, I seen the people digging over in the field, and they have this long pipe. It's just a pipe in the field, and then they redig it, and then we started getting crop. And then my Satangas, they tell me there's a certain area where they like to be, and then they at 2, 3 in the morning they start coming, and they'll be right here. And he knows when they're coming because he can smell them. And what he does is unlock the shed and leaves the left, no, the right side. Yeah, the right side. This is right now, left side of the door open like this. And what they do, they push it and come in and they close it. And then I can tell they're here because then my internet gets all whacked. My computer goes in and out.
Yep.
Plus, the little ones like to come in and who is it? There was CP at one time, and then another a relative had took screenshots, and she caught Orba on this side, like cloaked, and they're like, "I caught a perfect picture," and they sent to me. I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" So I show her, and so now she likes to just like behind me. But she's big. I said, "I'm tiny compared to you." So she'll stand back here. But again, sometimes she'll be over here on the couch and snot or squat down. They like the floor. They won't really sit on the couch. They do squat. And when they eat, that's the same thing, how they do it. I try to like put tables there and put food all around. You know, because when I put the camera, I tell her I have a camera just to protect you. And all it is, you can see outlines of it. That's it.
It's funny that they photobomb you. She's like, hi.
Oh, they do. They come in. I was taking a shower, and I have things like "Bless the home with pure love," a little sign. Then I have someone gave me a gift with a cross, and it says "Native True Love." Then I have a little sign on this side of the other corner, says "Many blessings to those who shower." So in between, you can only see like one eyeball out the window, and I'm coming out. And my husband has to put the blinds down because they do. They really like
That's
to look
funny.
in the window. That is a fact. It, like I said, if you have a connection with them, they'll come to your home. You look and you see prints. He always goes over the rocks because we have rock in our driveway and the impression. So he goes over, and I'm like, "Thank you for doing that." They respect him, but they laugh at him. They say like this, "I'm this. This is it," because I'm taller than you. But it's the same thing with the Satangas. The men are tall, the women are tall too. but it's always been who's dominant. And that's why there's always wars with them, because they want to be, the female also wants to be dominant. Because if she's protected and show her young ones how to live without a presence of a father, it's the same thing, you know. But there is other sanghas that are very aggressive that we all need to protect ourselves sometimes. And I understand that. But when you carry a firearm, please do not shoot. You can use bear spray. Then they'll say, okay, they'll back off. But they'll remember you. Using that firearm, and I it destroys my heart, because a firearm's only used for when it's time to hunt animals that we eat, not when it is the season or however. So, but there's a lady here in our park. She purchased a protection bag for me, and every time she takes a walk in the fields back here, because they fit cropped already, now everybody can walk across and come back around and go by the canals. And she wraps it and holds it on her hand, and I just seen her go like that. She's gonna go do her walk. She's had that now for 8 months, and she says, I appreciate it, because I get scared out there in the afternoons. I said, what do you mean? She goes, well, when it gets kind of dark, I have it with me with the flashlight. Because if you don't watch, you can slide right into the canal.
Oh, wow, okay.
So there's enough, like a car, not two, one car. And if you get too close, you're going down. We already had one, and remember, the canals are fast. They're the current in it. And they had just released the water again just recently. So, and now they took down all the trees, the orchard that was right here, the wounded orchard. And I hear they're trying to make a path to go over like a freeway. And I'm like, why are you building over by the country? I do not understand why the state is allowing it. So, taking more oxygen away from us. Then they're building homes over here, and it's going to be like their own community.
Oh, wow.
And that's about 50 acres. It's sad, because I love to see these trees. I mean, they have been here for many years. I understand you take the dead ones, yes, and trim them. It's gotten more worse. So, everyone. Hi, okay. Tansei. Nina konai este hoashite kaye. Greetings. Welcome. Thank you for coming to my channel. I am Elder Medicine Bear Club in this first, I want to say second, because there's another one now. He's a male.
There's another one?
Yes, there's two now. It's a man. His name is George Montana.
Huh.
We're getting a female chief.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be a good thing?
I have to be careful what I say, because she does
Oh.
watch.
Gotcha.
My opinion, like I told her, my opinion, I think she's still too young, because We are a large community. So
I've noticed that in some other tribes where they're actually putting people that are like even late 20s and 30s in that position. I'm like, why are you doing that? I'm like, nothing against them, but it's like that's a spot where number one, you got to know the tribe, you have to know everything. I mean, it takes a long time to get the knowledge to be in that position, in my
it took
opinion.
me a long time to get to know the laws, yes. And now laws are starting to change again. I I have no words. I just do what is necessary, and when I'm asked if you can help do this, because um, as they told this person, um, and for you entitled to get your income, you need documents, proof that you are a relative, and you need to sign and find out from the government, native government approves. Mm.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to be over here. I'm looking at the mountains and the trees. That's it, but I'm not saying a word.
I'd have to watch what I'm saying. I love it when they come on and they tell me, know what you speak, you cannot tell all. And I know that. But if I feel that the humans need to know, then I'm going to speak. But there's a limitation. Believe me, I know. I'm not going to disobey my laws. So, there. Oh, okay. I'm okay.
I'm
See,
kind of the same. I'm afraid to get you in trouble if I say something.
it's okay. See, other people could say it, but I can't. And don't say, oh, CP. I hope you fixed the burden of the stand. Let's see. It's Mr. Dot. Ah, Kone. Well, thank you for joining in Elder Medicine Bear Club. Many comment, Mama Bear. Okay. Now, does anyone have any questions? Because if not, then I can um, come to a close. Okay, let's see. It's going to take a little while for my guard to go down, but this is a cool place. Oh, kunin na ito ako ini tayo po. Letting your wall, your barriers down, but always stay true. And if there is something that you're not understanding why, um, again, you can email me or message me, and I can try to help you understand what needs to help you bring things down. So it is important. I know that there are many relatives, other indigenous natives, and they have mixed racial, and that's fine, because we all have the same blood. Oh, okay. Well, again, like I said, you can email me and I can always try to answer for you. I don't want other humans to feel uncomfortable or alone. Asking questions is important, is how you get to know or to understand. There is no judgment. If I know certain people, they cuss as they're asking a question, and that's okay because that's maybe the way it is for you to speak up. You know, goodness, goodness. But again, yes. So when we are in the forest, does everybody enjoy the smell of the forest, the woods, the mountains? I do. I like to smell the eucalyptus. Many people say, how does a eucalyptus tree come in my neck of woods? It was meant to be there. Remember, trees do speak, and yes, they move. Mother Earth says, no, I want you to go somewhere else. They're going to move. There are things that many of us don't know. There are also many of us that have seen it. Now, those who ask, is it important for us to be in the woods or the forest, mountains? Yes, if you wish to live there or you wish to go to a peaceful area to clear your mind. Yes, anytime. I wish people could see the real beauty of the outdoors. Exactly. I love being in the woods. It calls me. The only thing is, a lot of people don't like me to be barefoot in the woods. It makes me feel home, and that's what I enjoy. Sometimes I wear my boots, then I take them off, and I always carry a pair of sandals. Oh, okay, can't be barefoot. I'll wear sandals. Why are you? You can still get ticks. You can get step on something. Yes, all that is very true. But this is who I am. Being a medicine woman and able to feel my foundation, connect with Mother Earth. And then I'm looking to see what is need to be fixed or what is there that I can help. What area needs to be picked up? Because
And a
many
lot,
human,
you'll find a lot of tribal or that kind of culture when they're trying to ground themselves, or if they're trying to connect with Mother Nature. If they're wearing shoes, they'll get down on their knees and put a hand on the ground. Their own
yes,
touching. So it's cool you could do that. I could never walk barefoot. My feet are so tender. I'd be crying.
yes, there's some that can't handle it. My husband's the same way. He's like, oh, there's a pico, like a sticker from the thorns. I said, well, that's because you were out there. You're bringing them in, and I step on them, and he said, they don't. I even had to take one out of my foot. And he said, that don't hurt. I said, no, I'm used to it. You got horse feet then. I said, horse feet? Yeah, they're big. That's a 10, like a size 10, maybe an 8, 9.5, depending what kind of shoe. I go barefoot in the grass. I never thought about grounding. As a teen, I would walk. Yeah, so I ran track barefoot, but I had to put the cuff on my toes, or I couldn't run track. They told me never wore shoes in the rain. Oh, ran in Marcus. My Earth dad was always mad. I still don't understand. You know, I wore out my moccasins. There, Mom used to say Mama Rain Feather, and my uncle used to say Neheta Haigoe Neshtota. You can still feel the ground with your moccasins. True, but I said it's like being bareback. When you're bareback racing, there is nothing. Horsehair and grab and push up. It's the same thing. Feeling
Tuck those knees.
Yep, that is true. All right, everybody. It's almost 2 hours. My husband gets off at 12 for lunch, and I do have to make lunch for him. I do want to say hi. Thank you, everyone, for joining me, and I love you so much. And many blessings. Thank you, Sparky, for hanging out. And for those who are new, like, subscribe. It's free. And I do appreciate everyone coming in and out. And many blessings to you all. Have a good day. Hi.
You guys later.